nude up there. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. The thing about nudes is they can be very tastefully done, depicting the female body, usually the female body, sometimes male body, but they can be very, very tastefully done. And then again, there are those nude portraits or pictures that kind of border on obscenity. And that one, to me, falls on the other end of the spectrum. It's just not quite, subtle enough. Maybe that's the right word. Nice collection of paintings here. 1956. It says vintage seascape waterfall. I think that's an amateur work. This is better. Vintage sign landscape painting. Looks like one of those California Impressionists, but I'm not sure the palette works. I kind of don't like the pink mountains combined with the strange color of the grass or the desert. All right, let's keep going. Big piece up there. Quite abstract. Cityscape, I think. Don't know if that would be appealing to me. An old mill. This is Rain, this is also a pot boiler. I can tell. Look at the pine tree. They've used a fan brush. It's a way to very quickly kind of indicate that there's snow. This is a little bit more complicated than most pot boilers. J. Worley, I have no doubt that's a pen name. And it's pretty well faded back, so. Better than most pot boilers, though. It's more complicated. You remember when we were back at, I think it was the Mart on Mission Gorge Road in San Diego, and I bought that Letterman painting, and I thought it was by Virgil Thrasher. I think that's by Virgil Thrasher. It's beautifully done. It's set in a minimalist style, and if you notice, all the tones are solid, right? Every color is solid. And that's an indicator that it's a silk screen because there's no halftones in there. I shouldn't say halftones. There is halftones. That tone and this tone, they're halftones. This is halftone of that, and that's halftone of this. But there's no graduated tones. Now, there is a way to graduate a color in a silk screen by just putting two different color inks in the same screen, then you get a graduated color. But normally, silk screens are known by this very kind of blockiness. The colors are very blocky. That's kind of indicative of or reminiscent, at least, of Virgil Thrasher's work, although he usually had trees in it. And there is a signature, but I can't possibly read it. I like the piece, though. Let's move on. Charlie, you're looking the wrong way. You got to look at this. He's looking at his, what are you licking? He's looking at his paw. Usually means he's nervous. I don't know what's wrong today. Chica's looking, right, Chica? She's gonna find it. Go back here. Lots of vintage clothes. Look at all the Levi's. Wow. This is like headquarters for Levi's. Michelob beer. This is like a man cave, you know? Look at all the jeans. Another beer sign. Light. Pabst. Definitely a man cave. Geez, that's interesting. It's deceptive, this one, you know. I'm getting a portrait, but I think that's printed on canvas. Old still life back here. Yeah. Bainbridge board.
So is it old?
No, it's a print, actually. It's a print, and it's been laminated to this Bainbridge board, which is kind of a matte board. And then it's got all this gel medium on it, but it fooled me for a minute. This is nicely done. It's not real though. It's not stone. It's some kind of resin. Here you go. Sagittarius. The Archer, I thought it was bronze. It looks like bronze. But you can see right here, it's broken, it's cast. And then there's always the bronze test that I always show you. The bronze test is just a tap with a little bit of metal, like a key. Oh, now that's interesting, it does ring. So I'm wrong, that is bronze. This one is confusing. Now that sounds, some of it rings. There's no price. I mean, that's not what oyster is. There's a price on the bottom. It's $69. So I don't think the weight is there for bronze either. Although it feels like it. This is one of those things that could be bronze, what they called powdered or resonated bronze. But it's got a lot of metal in it. Let's move on. Interesting painting there. Kind of like a village on the California coast. It looks like it's done in pen and ink. And there is a signature. I think it's a limited edition. Or that's a date. I think it's a print. This place seems to be so clean and organized. Do you notice? Very nice. It looks like our friend Weiland, but there's another marine painter. I can't remember his name, from Hawaii. It could be him too. So it's just a print and there's no signature. Well, here's another potboiler rain. Lots of these. You can see just looking at them how they're quickly made. In some cases, you know, there would be an assembly line, and one artist would put in the sky in the background, then pass it down. The next one would put in the sea, and maybe the reeds here. And the next guy, he was good at painting the boat and the fence. And then the last guy, he knew how to do seagulls really well. And after 6 artists, someone by the name of Sandler signed it. And it probably went to a department store and it probably sold for, you know, $99. Not a lot of money. But they were popular. It was kind of like the poor man's way of having original paintings. You know, this is another kind of potboiler here. It says Venice. It's just a different style, but it's every bit of the potboiler as every bit as much a potboiler as the last one was. Vintage beach scene. I think that's amateur work. Lots through here. This is on board. Round frame. Those are fairly rare. Painted on board. It almost looks like it's an Audubon piece. Audubon did a thing called Birds of America. And yeah, I think this was a print. And it says Domestic Swan. And that print was mounted on this hardboard and then given some varnish coating. And they took the label off the print and they varnished it right in. Nice job. Well, thing is, Audubon's becoming popular again. He seems to go in and out of style. And just in the past few days, I've seen a gallery launching a whole portfolio of Audubon's work, and it's not inexpensive at all. I mean, the prints were in the $1,500 range. Very well produced, but obviously not signed by Audubon. But I think that collection was just released, and so people really hadn't seen the whole collection of Audubons that are being offered by this new gallery. When we get home, I'll see if I can find out who that gallery is, and we'll just show them. Interesting. This, I would, if that was real, I would buy that in an instant, because it's a reproduction of a work by the American painter Henry Potthast. So right back where we started, I think after having a look around, that's a pretty good buy. And I'll tell you why. I know who the artist is, Robert Connevale. He was a New York painter. He exhibited in New York City, I think, a couple of paintings. Doesn't have a big auction record, but he does have an auction record of at least one painting of a similar size that sold for just over $1,000. That painting is priced at $140, and I think I know why. Come in close, look, see that? There's a hole right here. There's another one right there. Those are caused by what's called the stretcher crease. The stretcher crease is the canvas, and pressure has been applied. Eventually a hole will develop. And those are going to need to be repaired and restored. There's a bit of foxing on the back of the canvas. And based on the color, the aging, I would say that the painting itself in the front is just as dirty. It's just as dirty as the back of the canvas. But we can rehabilitate this. I think if I fix these two holes, and I can do it, I can fix these. And I think if I gave it a cleaning, a light cleaning, there's a couple of scuffs infilled. This is made of maybe set in an attic or something without a frame, because it's, see all the dust stain here on the top of it, whereas not on the side or the bottom. So that sat somewhere and collected dust, and that's what's discolored this. But I think repairs made, it was cleaned, brand new appropriate frame. I think that painting could be totally rehabilitated, and I think the value of the painting would be much closer to his auction record of $1,100. So this is what we're going to buy. Pretty. It's almost like a Christmas card, isn't it? Well, let's see what we can do. We'll buy this one. This is our hidden masterpiece today. Happy hunting. Let's go, guys. People often ask me if the paintings that I discover are available for sale. And we've decided to make some of them available to you. And we think that the best way and fairest way to do that is through online auctions. Whenever a new auction opens, we'll notify my insider list first. If you want to be an insider and be notified, simply visit johnsumner.com/insider and sign up. It's free. You never know. The next hidden masterpiece could be yours. Happy hunting.